you have a brand new emotional experience coming your way. I've been looking at this card at the back of one of my oracle decks. It says you'll be getting into a relationship in the near future. So I want to get a little more information on what this relationship is, if this is like romance, friendship, a business connection, what have you. This is one where both of you will be very emotionally available, very emotionally balanced. So you guys are very in touch with your feelings. This isn't any like avoidant or like weird attachment style situations. This is like you're both pretty self-aware. You're both emotionally open to a connection, so no weirdness here, no hot and cold behavior. Okay, this wants to come out. I'm drawn to like the sun and the moon here, so you guys could be very complementary. I'm hearing to pay attention to like your sun and moon signs. You could be similar that way, like astrology wise. Jesus. There is almost like you've been wanting to block this connection. There's like a self-worth thing being brought up here. Interesting that I was saying that there's not going to be any hot and cold behavior here, but you may feel tempted to go back to your old ways, or there's almost a little bit of an aversion to this connection, but this is saying that it will work out regardless with this Pathfinder card here, that you're being offered this new opportunity. It could be challenging everything, all like the work that you've done on yourself. It could be allowing you to face yourself in a new way, especially with this Phoenix card here. You could be going through a significant rebirth as this relationship comes in, or this relationship will help you either enter or get through a rebirth, or it's part of your rebirth. But let me get a little more information on this. Okay, there's a lot of illusion around this connection at the moment. So either you don't see this coming. Okay, this just popped up. That's confirmation of truth. Like you either don't see this coming, yeah, or this is like from someone unexpected. Like you didn't expect this person to feel this way about you. Let me get a little more information on this. It's interesting. Someone could be taking like a leap of faith towards you. Ooh. This is coming on the other side of some kind of painful ending, but this is sort of a relief. This is like a weight off of your shoulders. So it's like if you just went through something that was painful, but overall like good for your soul, like it unburdened your spirit, that's sort of when this is coming in. I'm getting that this has been in your energy for a little while. Okay, this wants to come out. The universe has just been, or you've just been ignoring it. So the universe has been holding out this cup for you, but you've been focused more on other things. So yeah, especially with this year, you could be focused on finances, or like distracted by material things, as opposed to what the universe is offering you emotionally. Some of you could be traveling. You could meet this person while you're traveling, or this can also represent long distance. So some of you could have a long distance connection, or you will meet this person through travels. Interesting. Yeah, there's some kind of like new adventure that you're embarking on. You're like in this process of becoming somebody new. And that's kind of when this person is folding in. Ooh. Ooh, okay, so there is some kind of twist of fate here. There is this Wheel of Fortune card. So there is some kind of transformation happening in your life. As I always say, how we meet fate is up to us. When this is in the upright, it's saying that the universe is pushing you, nudging you in a good direction. But of course, anytime we face this crossroads, it is so that we can face ourselves and our level of healing. So you choose to either rise to the occasion, or you can fall back into a pattern or a cycle. So this will test like some kind of healing work you've done, especially with this Geomancer card here. So if you feel called to ground, or do any kind of energy work to help you through this, that is recommended. This is something that you've manifested. It is the universe giving you a new opportunity to build something. This is saying that this is stable, but it looks like this is coming with some level of grief or sadness, or it's asking you to release some of that, because it's making way for this new emotional beginning, which represents a victory for the both of you. Let me just get a quick closing message so I can understand a little more why this may be, I want to say bittersweet. Okay, I'm hearing it's going to ask you to let go of the past. And it will bring you to a deeper level of healing. Interesting that the Mender card here, this is the counterpart to the Peacemaker here. So this is a very like emotionally open, a very emotionally balanced connection. And this is something that you will be able to grow and build. This is something that like stands the test of time. This is also my small business card, so you guys could be in a kind of business or creative partnership. Interesting. There's some kind of, you have to be strategic with this connection. Let me get a little more information on that. There seems to be a little bit of like something else tied to this connection. Okay. There's a lot of like balanced masculine and feminine energy, because this Commander card here is also the counterpart to this Geomancer. So this is both like heavy earth and heavy water. Again, that could relate to earlier the sun and the moon signs, that you guys could be aligned that way, which is the potential for a lot of growth, like both physically and emotionally. This is like a really abundant partnership. Okay, so I guess the strategy behind this is what you guys choose to do with that partnership. Interesting with this Dreamer at the back of my deck. This is you living your dream life. This is something you manifested. This confirms that this is something you've manifested. So where do you want to place this person in your dream life is really what you're being asked right now, because they have the potential to be both something emotional for you, something stable. Like there's sort of, you can build something physically with this person, like a business, some kind of creative project. You can also build something very deep emotionally. This is sort of like life partner, business partner. Like you get to pick what you want with this person. And there's some kind of like grief or sort of change that will be challenging that comes with that. Hold on, I just want to know why. Something around anxieties or something that keeps you up at night. Hold on. Conflict around what you can build. Your connection might create conflict around you, or you're worried it might create conflict around you. Okay, but this is coming in quickly for you. And you're in a place to receive this with this Nine of Trees. So it looks like whatever decision this is, so there might be other people involved in this, again, whether this is business or romance, that will be impacted by this, that is sort of like on the outskirts of this, that there's something about your connection that will impact others and create some kind of change that might be messy to navigate through. So again, it's your decision, whatever it is that you want to build. It's sort of like a heads up that there's going to be either create some kind of sadness or jealousy or some kind of conflict with others where this is such an abundant connection. So if this resonates with you, let me know. All of my services are linked in my bio. So if you have any questions either on this reading or something else, you can head there, and make sure you grab a raffle ticket while you're at it. They are $5. This round closes This Monday, which also reopens the same day, so we'll have our next round starting next Monday, which again closes it. This is bi-weekly winners, so make sure you grab a ticket.